My name is Lindah Omolloh from Vishon TV. Today I am in Kisumu, YWCA Kisumu branch. I have come to see a young, energetic man who is living with disability by the name John Kino Chieng. I want to inquire more about him. On set, we also have our sister who is also his AD by the name Yvonne Ogola. Thank you and welcome.
My name is John Kino Chieng. I'm 19 years old. I'm a student at Maseno University. Apart from that, I'm a youth leader representing persons with disability like children, girls, and my fellow youths. Okay, I'm doing this just to fight for the inclusion for persons with disability and the right of persons with disability. Because you find that persons with disability faces a lot of challenges like discrimination, stigmatization, and neglection. Thank you.
Now, John King, thank you so much for that brief description of yourself. I like it. My question would be, I have heard you mentioning that you are a leader who represents the people who are able differently in the society, and you are also a youth leader, and you are also fighting for inclusion. Now, so far, since you started your leadership, what are the achievements you have had in your role as a youth leader, as a person representing the able differently in different categories? Kindly brief us on that.
Thank you for your question about my achievements. Okay, I'll start from children. As I told you that I represent children with disability also. We found that before children with disability were not going to school, the society so that the children with disability should not go to school. But I think that children with disability have a right to education like other children. So through that, I partner with Leonard Cheshire. That time I was in primary school. I partner with Leonard Cheshire and we fight for this issue with inclusive education. At least the society will create the awareness and the sensitization to the community that children with disability should go to school, should have right to education. Because I believe that having that education is key to success. Yes. So with Leonard Cheshire, at least we have 33 primary schools who now accepted to include children with disability, to have that right to education, instead of going to a special school which is expensive to them. Yeah, that is to the children. Then to the girls with Plan International, I also wanted that to be the youth advocate to fight for the right of girls. Because you find that the challenges that the girls face, also the girls with disability faced. So we get that under GBV, gender-based violence, girls with disability face a lot of challenges than the other girls. So I entered that just to fight for their voices so that they can be heard. That is on girls. Then on youths, as you know that youths have a lot of challenges in life in terms of employment. And through that, I've partnered with the different organizations like YWCA, Young Women Christian Association, to cause you find that this organization empower youths in different ways in terms of leadership, economic empowerment, and social. So I entered this YWCA 2019 also to fight for the inclusion for persons with disability who are youths, to also to be part of other youths so that they can enjoy this empowerment. Yes, so at least before that, I talked with the manager of YWCA to say that we should have inclusive for persons with disability on youths. Like first we have the disability friendly. As you can see that through that you can see there is ramps, the toilet now they are accessible. Before it was not. So this is what we want. And here you find that we have also a group called Disability who are the youth groups. So at least they are empowered, they can do their own things to sustain their life. On environment issues, I also joined an organization that deals with issues with the environment and climate change action. Okay, I joined this organization because we found that persons with disability faces a lot of challenges in environment. So through this, I also enter like there is an organization called WINAM, Kids Environmental Champion, and Young Christian association who are doing this issue with the environment. Okay, I entered there just to try to show the society that person with disability can do best in environment, just to have that healthy environment. Like if you see me in my social media, you just go and search Chinwe Ching, you'll see me have done wonders under environment. In the community, what I've been doing there just to talk with the parents who have children with disability, to take children to schools, to tell them that I'm just using my example that I've been given the chance to have that education. Now see me, I'm at Maseno University. So let us not have that negative attitude that children with disability should not go to school. Let us not hide the children, because I believe through education, as I told you before, it opens the ways. Yes.
Wow, 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 wow. At only 19 years old, John King is really achieving a lot. Now, I have been seeing you going to Egypt, Tanzania, and outside the country. What were you going to do there? Thank you.
Okay. That's a good question. Okay, as you know me very well, I've been trying my best also to be part of this youth leadership in Africa, where you'll get me that I'm a youth champion under African Youth Envoy. I'm there just to be the voices of my fellow youths with disability. So like recently I was in Zanzibar on issue with the trade and business. I went to represent youth with disability and women, so that we can be represented in this thing that is coming out, like is it Africa Free Continental Trade. We want to be part of it when it will be implemented. Thank you.
Wow, that is good. That is quite an inspiring story. My sister Yvonne, thank you so much for coming in. I want to bring you into the conversation. You have been listening and listening. It is now your time to talk to us. You have been with John King for as long as I can remember. You have been walking around with him. You have been helping him here and there. You have attended meetings with him. What can you say in just 1 or 2 points that are a story or something that is so positive that you have seen in John King, and a few of the achievements that John King has done while you are with him? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Linda, for that question. I just want to say that I met John King 2 years back at YWCA Kenya Kisumu branch, where he works with a lot of women on sexual reproductive health and rights advocacy issues, and also he advocates for the inclusion of persons with disability in Kisumu County. John King does not just advocate, but also gets involved in this kind of programs that we do here at YWCA. Even if you can see right now, we have this background. We were part of the initiatives where we campaign for climate action, we campaign for inclusion of persons with disability, and he has gone up to the ground. I remember he has planted over 1,000 trees in his community through Winam Grassroots and Kisumu Environmental Champs, and also YWCA. So John King is going to be an example that persons with disability are not just supposed to sit and to be, feel sorry for themselves, but they are supposed to be on the front line to advocate for their inclusion and also active participation as normal people, not people that are supposed to be felt sorry for. So John King right now is a student at Maseno University, creating an example to persons with disability that they can also get education. And we are always so proud of him because he is a go-getter. He doesn't wait for things to be given to him. He goes for opportunities, and he's working with a lot of young people on matters human rights advocacy. So we are so proud of him, and we are still holding hands together because we need leaders like John King. Yeah, that's all I can say.
Thank you so much, Yvonne. Indeed, my viewer, you can see that this is a very rich history and a very rich story that everybody out there should embrace. Now, John King, I'm happy to have them on the scene, on the set today. And as we continue to learn more about John King, I want to call for each and every person out there who is able differently to emulate what John King is doing. Indeed, he is a different species of a human being. You as a person who is not able differently, this is a challenge. If John King in a wheelchair can plant over 1,000 seedlings of trees, what have you done? If John King can partner with associations to have over 33 schools accepting to have special units for persons with disabilities. What have you done with your resources and everything? That is indeed a challenge. Now, John King, we continue with our conversation. Those who are your successes, your achievements, of course, I am proud of them. Now, would you please share with us those challenges that you have to overcome for you to be successful?
Thank you for that question. Okay, the challenges, allow me to start from the time. Remember, I was not born like this. It's just an accident when I was in class 5 at the age of 11 years, 2012. Okay, through that, first it was a challenge for me to accept who I am. But through advices, through, let me say, it's just an advice, then counseling,
yes.
And I accepted it. But what made me to be sad, that time I was going to end my education because the schools that were around our home, they do not want to accept me because I had this disability.
Yes.
Then I said, why? Now this is the society that we want to live, that children with disability should not go to school. I said, no, for me, I must continue my education so that I achieve my goals and dreams that I set. So the school that accepted me is where then I started my journey of advocacy for fighting for the rights of education to children with disability. That's one of my challenge, and at least I can say it's a success thing. Another challenge, personally, in terms of medication, there's some medication I usually go for, but I can't go as per now because of it's very expensive. I should go for even physiotherapy. By the way, physiotherapy is very expensive for us. Another challenge, like doing this issue with the advocacy, I need to travel a lot, and for me to travel to reach the community or everyone, I need to have someone who must guide me because I can't push myself. I need someone to help me. In terms of transport, person with disability faces a lot of challenges. Like for me to go somewhere, I need to hire a tuk-tuk or a motorbike, and it's very expensive. They will charge me double price because they take that advantage that I'm a person with disability. Then in terms of education, as you know that I'm a student, you know I need fees. I love fees. I don't know how will I start my second semester very soon because I need to pay the fees. So that's a challenge to me.